Ho, ho, ho. Welcome back to the final video before Christmas, everybody. I wanted to point that out because I want to make an announcement to start this video off. I think next week I'm going to take a little Christmas break. It's just going to be Monday, maybe Monday and Tuesday, but that's all. I know I don't need to tell you guys that either, but when you post every single day like I do, you kinda actually do have to tell some people. Because if you go like, 400 days posting straight and then take a break, people are going to kind of wonder if you're okay. So don't panic if I miss a couple days. I am good. Anyway, as far as today's video goes, I am going to be doing what I said I was going to do yesterday, and that is me saying what Christmas presents I would give to every NFL team. Now, this video is meant to be fun. It's meant to be funny, hopefully. Don't take it too serious. I can't believe I have to keep saying this. However, before we hop into the video, we got a couple of quick plugs. So one, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. Two, if you're 18 years or older, you can head over to Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app, where code WyattzWorld will match up to $100 of your first deposit. And lastly, guys, for the final time of this year, if you guys are trying to hook your parents up with some cool, unique, affordable gifts, it's never too late. Hit the link in my bio. It will bring you to parentpresents.com and show you the ultimate Christmas gift guide of 2022. Anyway, I'm done talking. Let's get into this Christmas theme video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are at the list, and it's very simple. It's just one category, and it's Christmas gifts. Just gonna drag, drop, and talk like we always do. We'll shuffle the teams, though, because I always like to make it a different order, and this list is always the same order. So if I don't do this, then the Seattle Seahawks fans are all gonna have to go dead last again, and I'll get a knock on my doorstep at midnight on Christmas, and let me tell you something, it ain't gonna be old Saint Nick. All right, so the first team of the day getting their gift is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's not actually for the team, it's just for Tom Brady. I would give Tom Brady 3 minutes in a cage with Antonio Brown. I feel like that would be a fantastic experience for every viewer watching. Could also be a valuable learning experience for those watching too. You don't backstab your friends. Next up, we got the Falcons, and I would give you guys some eye patches to protect your vision so you don't go completely blind from watching Desmond Ridder. And no, I can't get them sunglasses because things would need to be bright in order for sunglasses to do their job. Desmond Ridder's not bright, he's terrible. After the Falcons, we got the Broncos. I would give you guys a refund on Nathaniel Hackett because I feel like that's the only thing you guys could really use right now. I mean, at this point, you're clearly just hanging on to him throughout this year and he's gonna be gone, but like, good God. You essentially gave this man the foundation to build a house, and in return, he built a metal shed with zero insulation or support. All right, next up, we got the 49ers. I would get them body bags. Not for them, but for their next victims. Plural there, victims. It's a hazard to play them right now. It's not fun to play them right now. Honestly, if I'm not getting them a body bag, I'm gonna be getting them lubrication to put on their foot so it makes it easier to shove it up their opponent's ass. But that just sounds a little too sexual and aggressive, you know? Moving on, we got the Jets. I would get you guys a time machine to go back and undraft Zach Wilson. I had faith after the Lions game. I lost all faith last night, man. He got benched for a guy who was in, what, the CFL? There's no way you guys can say that you're still comfortable with that draft pick. Like, I wish you guys could get it back. Moving on, we got the Bills. No offense to Mitch Morris, but I would get them a center, and a very specific center, Jason Kelce. I'm not saying how, because it definitely wouldn't be legal or ethical, but I would get Jason Kelce on the Buffalo Bills roster. Whether he's conscious or not, whether Von Miller tied him up like a hog, threw him on the hood of his car, and drove him to Buffalo, I don't care. I would get the Bills Jason Kelce for Christmas. Up next, we got Baltimore. I would get their fan base a sense of humor because you can't make jokes about that team at all, especially for what I'm saying right now. I'll probably get yelled at. 31 teams in the NFL I can joke about, but one of them I walk on eggshells every single time, and it's fucking Baltimore. Swear to God, their fans literally do not know what a joke is. Moving on, we got the Jags. I would get you a piñata of Urban Meyer. You guys can beat the shit out of it, man. I'll load that shit up with candy and everything. And it would be a big piñata, too. It wouldn't be just some little dinky one that's gonna break right away. Like, this would be a big one, so every player who was there last year could really get their frustrations out. Up next, we got the Bengals, and I did some thinking about this one. I would actually get them a 4th All-Pro wide receiver because I think it would be fucking hilarious. You imagine them with the addition of someone like, I don't want to say it, but Odell, Brandon Cooks even, Put DK Metcalf, like, it would be terrible. It would be absolutely terrible. Anybody who played that team would be in hell. All right, next team we got is the Titans, and it would be a backpack for Derrick Henry that's big enough to carry 53 men because he's gonna need to carry that team if they're gonna do anything going forward. I talk about their receiving game all the time, man. It is so inconsistent. If they were to make it to the postseason, you cannot rely on it. You can't. Moving on, we got the Rams. I would get them a front row unlimited parking pass to the Los Angeles hospital so they could visit their team every single day, considering that's where 90% of them are. It would be nice. Like, seriously, you'd be able to just pull your car up right in that spot, get out, go in. You don't have to worry about traffic. You don't have to worry about paying. I'm doing you guys a solid, so appreciate it. Up next, we got the Chiefs. What do you think I'm gonna say, an Xbox? A PS5? I'm gonna give my dog a brownie. I'm then gonna go have him run laps around the apartment complex for an hour straight so it gets nice and loose. I'm then gonna feed him corn on the cob because it doesn't digest. And then after it's all fermented, he is going to shit it into a box and I'm gonna mail it to you. I mean, you guys expected that. Maybe not to that extent, but something of that nature. Moving on, we got the Colts. I would give you guys a quarterback with a 5-year warranty on it, stating that if he either retires or gets hurt within 5 years for a period of 4 weeks or more, you guys get an automatic playoff appearance and a first-round draft pick over the next year. I could make fun of the team all day from any other aspect, but when it comes to their QB situation, you leave them the hell alone. They have been through it, man. Up next, we got the Cardinals. I would get Kyler Murray a book on anger management and coping skills because I feel like it could help him develop as a person and a leader. Imagine if he threw an incompletion and he didn't look like he wanted to run up and drop kick a receiver in the back of their head. Next team we got is Dallas. I would get you guys Sean Payton because you're gonna get him anyway, so you might as well just get him early. The only way Mike McCarthy keeps his job, and I mean the only way, is if you guys win a Super Bowl this year. That is it. This has been part of the plan since the beginning of time. Next up, we got the Steelers. I would get them a new stadium name because Ackshire or whatever it is the worst thing I've ever heard, and it's bugged me ever since they changed it. I didn't know how much I liked Heinz Stadium until it left. What you guys have now is unacceptable. I would rather play at fucking the Circus than Ackshire Stadium. I want to fall asleep reading the title. Like, it's not interesting. It sucks. Next team is the Lions. I would get Dan Campbell a 5-gallon bucket to catch all of his tears. Not saying it's a bad thing he cries, but he cries a lot, man. Also, maybe a tranquilizer dart to get him under control when he loses his temper, because I feel like you kinda can't stop him when he hits a certain point. All right, next up, we got the Browns. I would get them the complete anthology of The Cosby Show and Hanson vs. Predator from Dateline NBC. After them, we've got the Patriots. I would get you guys a carton of tissues because you can suck for a while. It's okay. Go ahead and cry it out. I spent the last 20 years in a fucking gutter. I'd be at least nice enough to get you the lotion tissues. I wouldn't get you the single-ply hotel tissues. That's like sandpaper. Nobody deserves that. Moving on, we got the Commanders. I'd get Chase Young an iron ACL. You can't afford to lose him again. It's now or never. If he's gonna be that guy that they drafted, we need to start seeing it, man. I mean, this is seriously the point in an athlete's career where if another injury happens, they start to get dropped and put on another team, another team, another team. Before you know it, they're just out of the league, or they're signing one-year deals like Jadeveon Clowney. He has all the makings to be an absolute monster, man. Just his health has got to keep up with him. Next up, we got the Giants. I would get you guys a wide receiver, preferably one that I've heard of before, but it doesn't need to be, just somebody who's good and who's not gonna get hurt, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to copy exactly what I said about the Bengals, I'm just saying, like, I mean, you guys desperately need one. The Bengals, it would be funny. You guys, I mean, you need this. I'd get you a gift receipt too, in case you didn't even like it. If it was Brandon Cooks and you wanted something else, go bring him back, that's fucking fine. Next team we got is the Vikings. I would get you guys a secondary for the postseason, because if you don't get one, you're going home immediately. I'm just looking out for you. I know I sound like a Vikings hater, I'm not, but I'm an honest man. And an honest man looks at that team and defines the problem right away. It's their defense. It's literally dead last in the league. It's awful! Up next, we got the Texans. I would get you guys a book on decision making, because every decision you have made since joining the league in 2002 has been fucking terrible. I will give you credit, you have had some pretty good draft picks, but you've just wasted all of their primes. Next up, we got the Bears. All right. So I've been talking pretty good about this team lately, right? Like, I've been giving you guys a lot of credit. Like, you'd probably expect a pretty nice gift, right? No, like, you guys are gonna get a picture of my ass. Right up to the camera, close up, everything. After them, we've got the Eagles. I'd get you a steroid test for the whole team just to make sure everything's cool, you know? I'm not accusing you of anything. Just saying, like, pee in the cup. After them, we've got the Green Bay Packers. I would get you guys a comedy movie, Step Brothers, because I want you to laugh and smile a little bit. I feel like you haven't done that since the summer. Never seen a fan base look so damn miserable before. Like, the Texans look like they're having more fun than you. After the Packers, we've got the Dolphins. I would get you guys a wellness check. I would make sure you guys are okay, because honestly, I haven't heard shit from you for a couple weeks now. After the Finns, we've got the Seahawks. I would get you guys very, very, very nice earplugs. You don't need to listen to that gum smacking, dude. You don't need to do it. Up next, we got the Saints. Oh, I got a good one. I would get you guys a picture. It'd be this one right here to remind you guys of what you once had and what you'll never have again. All right, I need to stop doing that. Next up, we got the Raiders. I would clear your team's criminal history. I would also get Mark Davis a new haircut. Like, he needs anything else than what he has now. Second to last team is the Panthers. I would get you guys Dan Quinn. You give Dan Quinn that defense and it is going to be an absolute monster over there. And lastly, we've got the Chargers. I would give you guys custody of SoFi Stadium. Fuck the Rams. They can get their own. You guys apparently have all the fucking money in the world. Go build one. Like, I don't see why you guys have to share one at all. All right, everybody, and that is it for me giving a Christmas gift to every NFL team. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post on this channel every single day. Like I said, if I miss a couple days next week, I'm all good. I'm just taking a break. Anyway, though, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna hop off and edit this so you can watch it on time. I hope you all have an amazing Christmas. Stay warm, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.